Our next inductee. Pat, I think this was your baby, wasn't it?
It's still my baby.
It still is. Yeah, that's really nice. Our next inductee, Mr. Dave Lundin.
Got to make sure I don't. Jeff Warren at the campfire last night was writing some speeches for me, so I better get the right one. Before I start hearing Coach Doman's name, one, it's a privilege to be here with you, being nominated at the same time, and reading the article in the paper about how track starts in the high school gym. Well, I had a lot of respect for Mr. Doman just by seeing my brother in the yearbook. My brother was a quarterback, and Coach Doman put his arm around him and was like, I want to be my brother. I want to be my brother. So, first day of track practice, I want to impress Coach Doman. We're on the third floor of the gym. Start out with form running. So I'm coming out there, and I'm trying to look as pretty as I can be. And Coach Doman says, okay. Okay, Lundin, down in the weight room. I never did get to run any sprints, but his coaching staff got me to be a pretty good shot in this player. Thank you for that, Coach. It's a pleasure being here with you. I want to thank Scott Erickson for nominating me for the Hall of Fame. And also thank you for letting me coach under you for this will be our 20th year together. So it's been a privilege, and it's been fun, and it's kept me young and kept me in the sport. Hopefully I can pass on some of the things that my coaches have passed on to me. Like Gene had said, football, that's kind of what my sport was. It's not there's no I in football. And I want to thank guys like Don Packmeyer, who's here, and appreciate you being here, for taking up the 5'6" linemen in front of me so I could be the glory guy and make the tackles. They did all the work. I just got all the recognition. And also in hockey, my second favorite sport, Jeff Warren, who was a defenseman, didn't get a lot of glory. He's one of my teammates here. He just feed me the puck when I was cherry picking up by the red line and found a way to win it. I'd also like to thank my family, my mom, my dad, my brother Greg, who used to beat the crap out of me, and I wanted to be as good as him, and I want to be as tough as him. My sister Terry and Lori, they were cheerleaders. They used to dress me up in their outfits. So I'm glad I didn't take that path. I want to thank my wife Nina, my sons Casey and Tommy. Son Tommy, daughter Casey. For letting me continue coaching football and some of the tough time, long hours, and the long time that I've gone out of town and stuff like that. I really appreciate it. And Grandma and Grandpa for watching the kids sometimes when I have to do that. A little blonde family. Almost done. There's one story that I got to tell you that hopefully I can make it through it. When I was at college, my first year in college, I actually got hurt my first year, 2 days. I started out on velocity. My coach velocity, I was at a depth chart. And when I went there, I was 5th on the depth chart. And the first week of practice, I busted my butt and had in the locker room. I moved up to 4th and up to 3rd. And I hurt my Achilles tendon just terrible. And so the coaches made me sit, ride the bike, and watch practice, and learn, and do all this stuff. And go in the locker room the next day, I dropped down to 4th. I dropped down to 5th, 6th. And that was one of Miloski's way of seen how mentally tough you are, you know, to handle him as a coach and some life lessons. So I finally got off the depth chart. I was actually on the list of guys that already quit, and I'm thinking, God, it's mentally tough. So I went and called my dad on the payphone in the dorm. And I think he's probably listening to me right now, but he changed my complete life. I said, Dad, I don't know if I can do this anymore. He said, I don't think this is for me. And he said, I'll tell you one thing, son. You can come here anytime you want and work with me, and I'll take you back. He said, but I want you to remember one thing. If you quit now, you're going to quit every day of your life. And I knew he was right. I didn't say bye. I just kind of teared up, hung the phone up, went to my dorm room, did a little soul searching, got healthy, and made it through the 4 years. I just think that's one lesson a lot of parents now, being a coach, could really help their son or daughter. You know, be there for them, or push them, or give them a good, strong life lesson. Thanks once again. Appreciate it.